Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Had to hit the opera on you knuckles. So, basically, we heard from ex-Patriot cornerback today in Asante Samuel, who basically, after the cutting of Cam Newton yesterday, he was like, man, Bill Belichik cold-blooded, and said without Tom Brady, Bill Belichik would be another coach. Now, he was on First Take today, and he basically was walking it back. A lot of stuff was walking back, which he was doing. Really didn't have the same conviction. They probably talked to him before saying, just ease up. They wanted to hear what he meant by all of that. Look, Asante Samuel don't like Bill Belichik. He don't like him, and I don't understand why people are surprised. Shannon Not So Sharp finally said something smart. That was very sharp today. Usually he says some of the dumbest takes, but he says something. I actually agreed with him today. Why would you be surprised? Bill Belichick's always been like this. He's always been cold-blooded like this. He cut Lawyer Malloy 3 days before the start of the season. The next game they played, Lawyer Malloy went out there and destroyed the Patriots single-handedly with the Bills. He destroyed them. He was mad as hell. He's cut Teddy Bruschi. He cut everybody. Willie McGinnis, Richard Seymour. He traded Richard Seymour. Guy's been an a-hole. He's always had that arrogance ever since he won. So Asante Samuel, would Belichick really be just a regular coach? I think Belichick would probably be, every head coach had a great quarterback. The only guy who, to me, coached a team that didn't have the greatest quarterback was Tony Dungy. He had Sean King. Sean King would have been something special if they wouldn't have let Tony Dungy go that year and brought in damn Chucky, who just basically treated Sean King like crap, and when it got Brad Johnson, and the rest was history. But Asante Samuel was a good corner. I wouldn't say he was the greatest. He had great hands. He could cover well, especially when he went to Philly. He got better, showing people that he wasn't a system player. Asante was a good corner. I wouldn't say he's great. He didn't transition the game. His impact, it was okay, but he was the reason that they lost the first Super Bowl. He had a chance to catch the interception and come down, and what people fail to realize, Asante Samuel has some of the best hands for a corner in history. Not just in the league, but history. The guy, I think one season, almost had 10 picks. The guy was extraordinary. Is he Hall of Fame worthy? I don't know. The latter part of his career, Asante got burnt a lot. And was, they ran the ball his way too. But in his prime, in his younger days, Asante, you did not throw to Asante side. Or it was going to be a pick six or just a pick off, period. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, man. It's tough because as great as he was, would you put him over a Champ or Darryl Green or somebody, or Charles Woodson? I don't think he was better than Charles Woodson or Champ during that era. I don't think he was better than Ty Law, personally, but Asante don't like Belichik. Now, would Belichik be just another coach? I don't think so. I think Belichik is tough because Belichick was struggling in Cleveland. Then he was supposed to be the Jets head coach. He curbed the Jets and then went to the Patriots, got a job with the Patriots. He was a coach for a day, I think. It was so crazy because Parcells passed the Jets job to him. And then he just upped and just resigned and went to the New England Patriots job. Everybody was like, what the hell? So he did some snake shit there. They don't ever bring up his transgressions. They always bring up everybody else's. But I'm going to sit here and I'm going to tell you the truth. This is the truth of the matter is. Okay? This is the truth. Bill Belichick brought Cam Newton in as a scapegoat. And this is all allegedly. So please, everybody, allegedly. So don't come to my comment sections going off saying, man, this ain't true. I'm speaking from the outside in and from listening to players over the years. A lot of players, started coming out last year disrespecting Bill Belichick by saying, dog, Brady was the reason you got away with the stuff that you did, which is the truth. If it wasn't for Brady taking the lashings for the team, they would not have been as successful because Brady was the ultimate competitor. He ultimately showed respect because his father always taught him to show respect to the coaches. No matter how great you are, you still have to follow what the coach says. So his dad already taught him, look, that's the coach, go by what he said. Now, people tried to discredit Tom Brady because of the defenses Belichick has had. Belichick has called some good defenses, but also more times than none, outside of that Rams Super Bowl, Bill Belichick has cost these guys multiple championships. Okay, let's go to the Giants. The first Super Bowl, Asante misses the interception, and then that was the play before the Hail Eli happened. He could have ended the game right there, and Eli, I believe, got a first down. Then they called the play. He was about to get sacked, and then he threw up the Hail Eli to I think that was the play after Asante dropped the damn ball. That's why they released Asante the offseason, because he dropped the damn ball. Now, over the years, everybody loves to bring up that Matt Castle, but everybody failed to realize that Randy Moss and Wes Welker were out there with Ben Watson. And they had a running game. So, of course, they would have won that many games because all Matt Castle had to do was not fuck it up. And that got him a deal in Kansas City. But what happened to him after that? Nothing. They got to the playoffs, I believe, but they flamed out. So now, this is the issue that nobody really wants to talk about. Everybody is so quiet on this issue. Bill Belichick's last year cost them that season because he was so proud that he didn't bring in the right players. He thought, oh, because of my genius, I could get us over the top with anybody. So when Cam was out for COVID, they put Stidham, or who he called him, Stiddy. Belichick gave him the nickname Stiddy. He stunk the joint up. And that's when Belichick was like, well, I'm going to bring Cam back because Cam was the scapegoat last year. So this year he was like, okay, I got Cam. Nick Saban told him, yo, go get Mac Jones. He told him, look, Mac Jones is good. He's going to be something special. The guy, he just gets better. So he brought him in. Belichik once sold that much on Mac Jones until they got him in the practices. They got him in the preseason games, and they saw this kid could throw. He could operate the offense just like Brady does. But this would also mess him up. He thought, okay, Cam ain't going to keep this up. So Cam's going to have a few bad games. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Mac Jones. Remember, all this is allegedly. So we're going to go to Mac Jones. You know, we're going to give him as many snaps as possible. What they didn't expect was Cam was beating him out. Cam was outplaying him. Every game they played in, Cam was balling. And then Mac would come in, they would give Mac all these reps, but it was against the second and third units. It was when Cam, which this is allegedly, the Patriots let Cam go do what he does. They let him out to go see a doctor, and then all of a sudden they said, oh, it was some miscommunication, and Cam has to sit out. That's what they said. So everybody's wondering, why would you send Cam out knowing what would happen? He would have to come back and, hold on. So basically they sent him out. They sent him out to go see a doctor. He went to go see a doctor and they let him go out. And the Patriots tried to make it seem like Cam didn't let them know, but Cam let them know. They let him go. They planned on that happening. Belichik let that happen. Because you know why? Belichik knew that, okay, this would give an advantage to, what's his name? To Mac. This will let Mac get some reps and get some extra work. Which he did. He got that work. Once he got that work, he saw him shine against the Giants' first team defense in practice. Or a scrimmage. So Cam came back off his 5 days. And Belichik, before that, Belichik gave him 5. Like, good job. Good job, Mac. So, after that, they played against the Giants again. The Giants game planned against them. And he had a bad practice. He looked it bad. So, the media tried to make it seem like Mac Jones is so good, you know, they had the game plan against him. They game plan against everybody, idiot. This is what I hate about the media. They over-glorify these white quarterbacks. Like nobody game plan. What you think they did to Trey Lance in scrimmage? He did the same thing in the scrimmage. When he did that, they game planned against him. But he wasn't looking terrible the next time. Mac Jones looked terrible when they played against him again. So Cam came back. Belichick's plan is in motion. His plan in motion. Mac Jones got more reps. time for Mac Jones to step up. However, Cam had less time and still outplayed Mac Jones. He was throwing the ball from the pocket. He was making the throws. He was making the plays. Did everything they wanted him to do. But no. Belichik said, bump it. I'm going to get rid of it anyway. They already had in their mind they were going to get rid of Cam. After Mac Jones showed promise, he showed studying film, the media leaked that out of there because they were ready to blackball Cam. The league was ready to move on. They destroyed Cam's career. They tried to make him a scrambling quarterback, which he wasn't. He was all-around quarterback. He could run and he could throw. That's how Cam was. But no. They treated Cam like crap. Real disrespectful. So, with that happening, they let Cam go because they knew they didn't want Cam. Belichick is like Sean Payton. I told you guys this. He wants to prove that he could draft the quarterback. You see, Parcells drafted Brady. Belichick drafted Mac Jones. So now, if Mac Jones goes on to win Super Bowls, doesn't matter if it's one, it'll boost Belichick up even higher. Because right now, they're trying to make it seem like Belichick can't do nothing without Brady. That Brady was the reason you were winning. And he was. And see, this is what happens. Belichick went with the kid that they call him because he believes he can run the plays better. He's a better fit for the offense. Cam Newton was dead dirty. They knew they didn't want Cam. Because Bill Belichick is thinking, if I make the playoffs with this rookie quarterback, my genius will be respected. And they'll have to bow down to me. That's how Belichick works. That's how Belichick works. Because Belichick knows that no. He knows that knows. That it'll look better with him winning with the rookie and Mac Jones than winning with a former MVP in Cam. Then he had his little lapdogs, Teddy Bruschi and Rodney Harrison and Willie McGinnis, saying they need to start Mac Jones. Mac Jones fits the Patriot way. He has less errors. He has less errors. Like Cam didn't just ball out this preseason. That's why I told you. The NFL is a joke. You got the Patriot apologists in the media like Bruschi and them. Bruschi tried to act like he was the greatest inside linebacker ever, like he could just talk about anything. Bruh, if it wasn't for Willie McGinnis or Mike Vrabel, you would not have made your plays. Plus, you had a Vince Wilfork in front of you. And you had a Richard Seymour who was keeping those guys off of you. But see, this is the thing. They always praising the white guy. Whenever it comes to the brother man, we won't get no love. We won't get no chance. And then people trying to say, oh, because he was unvaccinated. No, that ain't have nothing to do with it. Like Belichik said in his interview, in his press conference, the numbers around the league shows that people who took the COVID test or took the vaccine, they've caught it more than the people unvaccinated. Because Bill Belichick knows what to say. He has to say that. Because Belichick don't want to give you a reason. And he could be an a-hole, but I'm telling you now, we're going to see, man. Now, what I think is the Patriots are going to start off fast. They're going to start off good because nobody really knows about this kid. But we're going to see when November and December hit how this kid takes it. Because, hey, the kid could be like Matt Ryan. Remember, Matt Ryan came in after the Vic. Matt Ryan came in and balled out his first year. Almost got to the playoffs. So we'll see. We will see. But Belichick is a great defensive coordinator. To me, he's not a great head coach. If he did not have Tom Brady or the team he inherited from Bill Parcells, he would not have had 3 Super Bowls that early in his career. Drew Bledsoe getting hurt saved his career. Because if Bledsoe would have still been playing, they would have had a bad season. excuse me, he would have been fired and they would have moved on. Tom Brady stepped out of nowhere and saved their season and balled out. And the thanks you give him is kicking him out. Same thing with Bill Walsh. Bill Walsh did the same thing to Joe Montana. Just pushed Joe Montana out the door. And it was like, bruh, this is Joe Montana. But see, that's how the NFL is. The NFL will love you, then they hate you, then they love you again, then they push you off the cliff. Bill Belichik has always been an arrogant piece of shit. He's always going to be that way. Him and Sean Payton are the same. The only difference is Sean Payton is offensive minded, he's defensive minded. They're evil geniuses. They want to prove their genius. Sean Payton was going to start Taysom Hill, but when he saw Jameis outplay him, he was like, I got to go with Jameis. Jameis he's making all the reads and making the throws that Taysom can't make. And you're going to need those games, especially down the stretch. Now, Asante Samuel, even though he does not like Bill Belichick, I really believe that Bill Belichick would have been an ordinary coach. He would have been. If he didn't get a quarterback in enough time, the season was done. And I'm dead serious. So that's how I look at it. Bill Belichick was using Cam last year to be the scapegoat, and he was going to bring him in for an insurance policy until Mac Jones was lighting it up. So then Belichick was like, okay, good, we can let Cam go. And then we'll roll with the kid. Because Belichick is like, I found my Jimmy G that's going to replace Tom Brady, because Tom Brady was supposed to be gone that season before they won that Super Bowl. He was supposed to be gone then. And it was supposed to start Jimmy G. But like I said, we're going to see. And I don't want to hear any excuses from you people. If he don't live up to what he's supposed to live up to, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that crap. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear the crybaby. I don't want to hear the crybaby shit. Nothing. This white boy better lead this team this year to the playoffs. I don't want to hear no excuses. If the Patriots don't make the playoffs, then y'all better look at what's his face? Y'all better hold Bill Belichick feet to the fire. I know that for a fact. Because I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that crybaby shit. Because you Patriots fans treated Cam like shit. Your racist ass city and your racist ass team. I'm out. Deezy.